You wake up and you are already mad. You stub your toe and you want to scream. The Wi-Fi is slow and you feel your blood boiling. Someone cuts you off in traffic and you completely lose your mind. You grip the steering wheel until your knuckles turn white. You snap at your family over dinner. You get annoyed when your friends text you. The smallest inconvenience completely ruins your day. You are constantly on edge, like a loaded spring waiting to snap, and you blame the world for it. You think the world is just full of idiots. You think everyone is out to get you. You think you are just unlucky. But that is a lie. Your anger has nothing to do with the traffic. It has nothing to do with the slow Wi-Fi. It has nothing to do with the spilled coffee. Those are just triggers. They are tiny cracks in the dam. And the pressure behind that dam is massive. The truth is much harder to swallow. You are not angry at the world. You are angry at yourself. You are experiencing unexpressed disappointment. Deep down, you know exactly what you are capable of. You know you have potential. You know you should be working out. You know you should be building that business. You know you should be reading instead of scrolling. You know exactly what you need to do to fix your life. But you are not doing it. Every single day, you make a choice to stay exactly where you are. You choose comfort over progress. You choose cheap entertainment over hard work. And every time you make that choice, you betray yourself. That betrayal creates a deep subconscious resentment. You resent yourself for being lazy. You resent yourself for being a coward. But facing that reality is too painful. It hurts too much to admit that you are the problem. So your ego steps in to protect you. Your ego takes all of that internal disappointment and it projects it outward onto the world. It turns your guilt into anger. It is much easier to be mad at a bad driver than it is to be mad at yourself. It is much easier to yell at a slow computer than it is to yell at your own lack of discipline. Anger is a defense mechanism. It is a shield you use to hide from your own failures. You use it to distract yourself from the fact that you are wasting your life. Think about the last time you were truly proud of yourself. Think about a day when you worked incredibly hard, when you crushed your goals and left nothing on the table. Did the slow traffic bother you that day? Did the spilled coffee ruin your mood? No, because when you are executing on your purpose, the small things do not matter. When you are moving forward, you have grace for the world. You only get irritated by the small things when the big things are falling apart. You are a creature designed to work. You are designed to build and conquer and solve problems. When you deny that nature, you create friction. That friction turns into heat, and that heat turns into rage. Anger is just trapped energy. It is the fuel you are supposed to use to build your life. But because you refuse to use it, it just rots inside of you. It turns toxic. It poisons your mind and your relationships. You're walking around with a full tank of gas and nowhere to go. So of course you explode at the slightest spark. You are a sports car stuck in neutral with the pedal to the floor. The engine is screaming, but you are not moving. And the longer you sit there, the hotter the engine gets. You look around and you see other people moving forward. You see them launching their projects. You see them getting in shape. You see them living the life you know you could have. And that makes you even angrier. You tell yourself they just got lucky. You tell yourself they had an unfair advantage. But you know that is a lie too. They just did the work that you are avoiding. Comparison is the thief of joy. But inaction is the father of resentment. Every day you spend doing nothing is another drop of poison in the well. You are slowly poisoning yourself with your own potential. You cannot numb this feeling. You cannot scroll it away. You cannot watch enough videos to make it stop. The only cure for this specific type of anger is action. You have to open the valve. You have to let the pressure out. And the only way to do that is to do hard things. You have to channel that rage into something productive. Stop trying to calm down. Calming down is the worst thing you can do right now. You do not need to take a deep breath. You need to get to work. Use the anger. Let it burn. Let it fuel you. Are you mad that you are out of shape? Good. Use that anger to destroy a workout. Are you mad that you are broke? Good. Use that anger to work 14 hours a day on your business. Are you mad that nobody respects you? Good. Use that anger to build something undeniable. Anger is the most powerful raw material on earth. It has built empires and destroyed them. The choice is yours. You can let it destroy your life from the inside out, or you can use it to forge a new reality. Stop being a victim of your own untapped energy. Take responsibility for the pressure building inside you. Admit that you are the architect of your own misery. That is the first step. The second step is picking up a shovel and getting to work. The moment you start taking action, the anger begins to fade. It transforms. It turns into focus. It turns into drive. It turns into momentum. You will be amazed at how quickly the world stops annoying you. The drivers on the road will just be drivers again. The slow Wi-Fi will just be a minor glitch. Because your mind will be occupied with something real. Your energy will have a destination. You will no longer be a loaded spring waiting to snap. You will be a bullet flying toward a target. The world only feels chaotic when you are standing still. When you are moving with purpose, the chaos becomes background noise. You have a choice to make right now. You can close this video and go back to scrolling. You can go back to numbing the pain. You can let the pressure keep building until you explode. And you will ruin your relationships. You will alienate the people who care about you. You will become bitter and cynical and exhausted, all because you were too scared to try. Or you can make today the day the dam breaks. You can make today the day you stop hiding. Take all of that frustration and point it at a goal. Write the first page. Make the first phone call. Lift the first weight. Do not think about the outcome. Just start moving the energy out of your body. The friction will disappear. The heat will dissipate. The engine will finally engage. And you will finally understand what true peace feels like. True peace is not the absence of work. True peace is the exhaustion that comes from doing the right work. It is the feeling of laying your head on the pillow, knowing you left nothing on the table. It is the quiet confidence of a person who's aligned with their purpose. You cannot buy that peace. You cannot meditate your way into it. You have to earn it. You have to build it with your own 2 hands. Stop taking your failure out on the world. The world does not owe you anything. You owe yourself everything. Stop whining. Stop complaining. Stop projecting your guilt onto innocent bystanders. Look in the mirror. Face the person who's actually ruining your life. Forgive them, and then put them to work. The anger is a signal. It is an alarm bell ringing in your soul. It is telling you that you are meant for more. Do not hit snooze on the alarm. Wake up, get up, and start building. Your potential is waiting for you on the other side of the work. The only thing standing in your way is your own cowardly ego. Drop the shield. Pick up the sword, and go conquer your day. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of them. The anger you feel is just misplaced power. It is a feature, not a bug. It is your body telling you to move, to hunt, to build. Stop trying to meditate it away. Stop trying to medicate it away. Stop talking to a therapist about it for 10 years. You do not need to talk about it anymore. You just need to put the heavy thing on your back and carry it. That is the secret to happiness for people like you. You are a workhorse that has been locked in a stable. Of course you are kicking the walls. Of course you are biting the gate. You want to run. So open the gate, step out into the dirt, and start pulling the plow. The heavier the plow, the quieter the mind. That is the equation you have been missing. Heavy burden equals quiet mind. Light burden equals chaotic mind. You chose the light burden thinking it would bring you peace, and it brought you nothing but rage. It is time to choose the heavy burden. It is time to embrace the struggle you were meant for. Pick up the sword.